Yes, yo, your favorite team is back with your biggest entertainment stories. And trust me when I say my team speaks facts only. Anyways, I hope you're ready for today's show as we have prepared for you premium entertainment, laced with education and information. You ready? Because we are. Speaking of we, I've got with me legends Ife Omai and the newbie, Neymar Ebeledike.
Hi.
I pronounced that right, yeah?
You know you did.
Yeah, I lived in the East for a little while. That's why I did my youth service. So, maybe I will bring Yam Converse when you get
Hey. Wow.
me. Where? Imo State.
Oh,
Imo State.
nice,
Oh, where?
nice.
Yeah. So, how you guys doing today?
Good.
Feels good that it's Friday, right?
It doesn't
I'm
feel
so
like
excited.
Friday.
It doesn't feel like
At
the week was
all.
super
Wow.
fast, though.
At all. I feel like
It
I'm not
feels
even
like
ready for the
Friday.
weekend yet.
What?
Like, I don't know why. It's
Maybe
really
because
weird.
you've been enjoying the weekend during the week.
That's true.
It makes sense, Abby.
Really
Yeah, it
ready
does.
for the weekend. I'm ready.
So, what are your plans for the weekend?
Resting. I'm resting.
Definitely. I think we all need that.
I think this weekend is going to be actually where my work starts. Maybe that's why I'm not very eager. Like, I have a lot of things I need to do. Family responsibilities. Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm not eager. But, I mean, it's what it is. It's still going to be a good weekend. And I'll be able to sleep in. That's a
Definitely.
big
Alright.
plus.
So for me, I think I'll just be chilling a lot, and then I have a friend that just came into the country, so we'll be hanging out. But I don't know. I've gotten my vaccine, but I'm still kind of worried. Should I be?
You have the
vaccine?
vaccine? Both?
Yeah, no, this one.
And be worried.
Oh wow.
Yes, I should be worried, right? So maybe I should just call him that.
No, just,
Wear my mask,
Yeah,
social
like,
distance, nothing like all
I
those.
say hug is back.
My guy, we did together.
Oh,
Anyways, let's get straight into the business of the day. And before we even do that, let's just talk about what Davido gave his daughter, The
Wow, the
SUV.
ring.
Yes.
Oh. Wow.
Are we
It's
not
on a
looking
roll.
for a
Wow.
father like that? If my father is watching, please, you try it. But
Obviously, the mom is going to be the one driving,
of
right?
course, I think
Okay.
that car gift was for Sophia, but he
Yeah.
just didn't want no, social media and blogs carrying that. So he just said, okay,
It's for
Madi.
Sophia to take care of
Yeah.
For child,
Imade.
yeah.
Imade. Yeah. Why not?
But I saw a few comments on social media. People were like, "Oh, you should invest that money, put it in a trust fund. Why are you giving money to get?"
Poverty mentality.
Thank you. Yes, that's the same
he
thing
has
I
the
told-
money, so why not? Why
Yeah.
not? No.
All right. What about you? Would you do the same for your kids?
If I could, why not? I feel like people are assuming that he doesn't have enough money to invest. Like, you have no idea how much money is being invested, and then there's still a lot more money to splurge. He's been splurging.
And he's been investing as well, and
yeah.
he's getting deals as well.
People who don't have that kind of money cannot comprehend because, we just don't. But, there is that kind of money where you have enough to do everything, to save, to invest, to splurge, to use, to everything.
I think Nigerians basically are bitter when other Nigerians are spending money
Yeah.
lavishly. In
And when
quotes.
you don't have
Exactly.
when
So
your
you see
bank
them coming
account-
for Davido, coming for DJ Copy, they'll $10 and they're angry because they can't spend that. They don't even have that kind of money.
Yeah.
So I mean,
To be fair, it's not like oh my gosh, why would you think that? It's very clear. Like, this place forces you to work so hard, and you don't get much in
At least-
return. Do you
at
know what I
least
mean?
they get-
Like, abroad, most people who are not, and I'm not even joking, most people who are not wealthy don't work hard. To be very honest, they don't. They're very comfortable. They just want a normal life and very chill. When you put in the numbers or the hours, you really see it. That's why immigrants do really well there. Like in my
Because they
office
could work
now,
extra hours,
yeah,
yeah.
like my office, it would be like, okay, Monday to Friday is a certain amount of money, but Saturday is higher and Sunday is even much higher. Most people don't want to work on Sundays. I'll be there, do my 9 hours,
I tell you.
10 hours, whatever. So obviously,
I'll do 12 hours,
do you know
you
what I mean? Like, I've gotten an email before where they said you are no longer allowed to work past this many hours because people there really believe in like a balance of work and stuff like that. But I was like, forget that one, please. I like abuse and use me. I'm ready to, like use all that money. But the thing is, you see it. So now when people, show off like that, it's not as bad. But here it's a bit unfair, to be honest. Like, people can work really hard,
And
have
that's
5 side
why
hustles,
most
are
times-
working till like they're choked up, and they don't have the
they don't
money
get
that they have. So I think it's natural. I think it's okay. I don't want to say okay because it's still spite is not a good thing, but it's very normal for me to be like, bro, like God when kind of thing. Like, I'm working really hard as well. But
And let's think about it. Until TK gave King a star, an actual star. How
Like,
about that?
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah, that was really insane. Anyways, let's get straight to the business of the
Yeah.
day, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Lagos State government sets up 1 billion film fund, inaugurates committee confirming the new scheme. The governor unveiled the newly appointed 9-member committee via his official social media accounts on Wednesday, May 5th, 2021. Nigeria, he wrote, Nigeria is the second largest film producer in the world, and Lagos is the center of this huge creative enterprise. The governor of Lagos wrote. The committee members consisting of 5 industry practitioners and 4 government officials include AMA founder Peace Ayam Osigwe, Tunde Kelani, Kunle Afolayan, Mo Abudu, and Richard Mofe Damijo. Big shout out for this initiative. What do you guys think?
I think that was really needed. I like the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. He takes steps that are necessary because, of course, as he stated, the entertainment industry is injecting a lot of money into the economy. Like, this was very needed. I'm so happy. I'm excited about this. Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the initiative is not something anyone can argue is good. I just hope the implementation of that actually touches roots.
Yeah,
that's my only thing.
What I'm concerned about.
Because we've never really had a problem with the rich ones and the names that he's mentioned on this team. I don't think they have a problem with the way the industry works, to be very honest, because Kunle Afolayan is sitting on a long, successful career, so is Richard Mofedamijo.
So
It's
they
usually
can
about, so it's
more
really
to
not for them, to be honest. And I just hope that these people have access to the ones who need it, because sometimes that kind of system actually does not make sense. If you now pick the people who are successful to help the unsuccessful, because most successful people don't really know the unsuccessful. So I feel like they should have gone deeper, taken the time, scoured through social media to see that one independent filmmaker that's making waves, that one independent YouTuber that's doing really well. Kind of like what YouTube did. And it's only Nigeria that I know that they keep doing that thing. And I don't want to sound ungrateful, but to me, it's not a good idea. When YouTube came and said, when YouTube came and said that they wanted to set up, that we invited Akko, do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
They didn't go to anyone who was in an organized, signed thingy, like, you know, Undani TV or like all these other people that are already registered. They went to the people because those ones are the ones that genuinely have a videographer that needs this kind of scheme or has a photographer that needs this kind of scheme. All the contacts of the photographers on Kunle Afolayan's phone, I can imagine, are all really good, all really established for them to be able to have that access. I mean, for the most part, I don't think he can know as much as somebody who is fresh from uni. Just I don't know. That's my opinion. Except these people, and I hope that they listen to my thoughts, because in case it is correct, except these people actually make an effort, because it is still possible. They're not God. They can still roam around the streets and find these people, but they have to be intentional about it. Like, you have to actually have that on your agenda to go and find these people that genuinely need it. Like the ones that are applying for funds, the ones that are like, you know, from uni, all those kids, like obviously he can have access to those people. Social media is a good place to start as well, but that's what I'm crying out for. Go to those people. They're the ones who need it.
To be honest, I'm really glad about the committee, apart from, you know, the other 4 government officials, because I don't trust the government. I'm not even going to lie about that, right? But you see, the 5 of them, Osigwe, Kunle Afolayan, Tunde Kelani, Richard Mofedamijo, Mo Abudu, like I said initially, I'm worried about execution, but did they choose the right people? And like you said too, if they're able to reach the grassroots, then these are the right people that can actually push, because they understand the industry, they know what is lacking, they know what we need. So if they do it with some fresh guy and you start seeing one small money, you start feeling like, so it's actually about getting these people to work hand in hand with people that really need the help. But did they choose the right people? Absolutely, yes. I think this is the first committee that has to do with Nollywood that they've put together a committee that I'm like, oh, nice. Like the people they put together were 100% solid, in my opinion.
I think they're well deserving, absolutely. But it lacks diversity in terms of, like, you know, range, in my opinion. They're all really successful.
I think you need to have successful people.
Absolutely. Again,
so
they are all deserving.
Yeah.
They're all deserving, but it lacks diversity in the sense that, yes, successful people, but grassroots have also been nice.
I know Tunde Kelani cares about the grassroots. I think Kunle Afolayan cares about the grassroots.
I don't know about Mo.
I don't know about Mo. I don't know about Mo.
I think she does.
we don't know about that one, but we're speaking about the ones we know.
Yes,
so
we don't know.
I
trust
believe
her.
she does.
We,
Mo,
yeah,
I'm for you.
yeah.
I believe she does.
I'm not against
Oh,
you.
she
I
gets
just
cares
don't
about-
know. I don't know, Auntie. I don't know.
Of course,
Yeah.
RMD has always supported, younger generations. You see him in movies that, as long as the script is good, you expect someone like RMD to only pick movies that has A-list actors. But I watched the new movie that was on that just got on Netflix, 7.
Yeah,
right?
I've
And it
seen
was
that. It's
really
really
good, and I was
good.
like, whoa! And you could see him
Yes.
interacting with all these
New faces. Yes.
and all
That's
of that.
really cool.
Yeah, that
That's
was
really cool.
really, really cool.
That's,
And I'm
that's
like,
exactly what
That's
me I'm
really
looking
cool.
for, and I
know,
don't see
someone
that.
else would be
I
like-
don't see that with Ebony Life, to be very honest. I see Ebony Life as this like
Repeating
very
faces,
sofsticated.
yeah.
You have to be prim
The
and
1%
proper.
of the 1%.
Thank you very much. So I don't know. That's what I see. It might not be her intention, and maybe she is working in because there's a whole backstage that nobody sees.
Exactly.
There's a whole. I mean, the building is huge, so surely it cannot just
Yes.
be filled with one set of people. So maybe she's doing other things. But
restaurant served it.
you understand what I'm saying? So, maybe that's what just was communicated. But again, I don't think this is too far for me to say, please, just be intentional, I beg.
Right.
And let it
Execution,
reach,
please.
let it reach the people, because I
Yeah.
know that we suffer a lot in this industry. You don't understand. 1 billion would change
A lot.
a lot if
Whole lot.
if it's actually done right. And I don't think it's for the people who are already comfortable and successful right now. I think that's nice, but they already have so much resources to use to survive. We're talking about the people who are really hungry for art, like the guy that that we interviewed on the show, like those kids
Yeah.
from uni, all those people. I think those are the ones that I would really love to start seeing that.
Yeah, we would love to see that, and we just hope you guys do the right thing. So moving on to the next story, popular Nigerian songstress Seyi Shay has opened up about the challenges of being a pretty lady as she prepares to release her first single of the year, Pempe, featuring Yemi Alade. Taking to her Twitter page, she wrote, "People talk so much about pretty privilege, but always forget to talk about some of the mess you deal with when you're pretty. Ask your pretty friends and sisters. Should I start mentioning the names of guys who at one point said they slept with Seyi Shay when I've never met them in my life? They want to associate with a hot girl so bad at the expense of anything, insecurity of F-boyism." Thank you very much to that person.
I agree with her.
Yeah.
Everybody always sees the side of the advantages a pretty girl has, but nobody wants to look at the problems that come with it. Like, there are many problems. From the office, you can be taken advantage of because you're pretty. They don't want to see the value you're adding. They just want to see that you're pretty. Okay, she got there because she's pretty.
Because she's
She
pretty.
got there because she has
Probably
big
sleeping
ass.
with somebody.
Exactly. They don't want to see that you're actually talented, and it's very pertinent in the media industry. It's very pertinent.
True that.
It's crazy.
Okay, to be
It's
fair,
crazy.
I agree with everything that you said, but I think sometimes
We
It
have
happens.
pretty privileges. Trust me, smell
True.
nice, look nice, and sometimes
I'm
you just
really upset. And I know I don't want to do this because it's a bit mean, but the person that really upset me with this thing was Nengi. I remember when watching Big Brother Nigeria, she came on the audition. All my life, I've just been a pretty girl, and I have a lot of wisdom, I have a lot of intelligence. I want to show that to the world.
and what happened?
And sister went into the house and just did pretty girl vibes. Looked at herself in the mirror 90% of the time, wasn't engaging in anything intellectual except from Ozo and somebody else and Kid Wire. Maybe that's the lemons that Big Brother threw to her, and she had to work with that.
Exactly.
But I don't think she made a lot of effort to really just come out of that I'm pretty vibe. So sometimes that annoys me in terms of this pretty thing. Yeah, it's hard, it's a difficult burden, but sometimes I think these girls just get very
advantage of it.
comfortable
Yeah.
in that comfort of privilege. Let me put it this way. Everyone has privilege, right? But there's some types of privilege that the society values more. Money and beauty is on the top of the list, right? And people know that if you have these things in excess, you can get away with a lot of things.
Yeah.
It takes intentionality to say that, even if I have all the money in the world, or I'm as beautiful, I'm going to work on my character, I'm going to work on my knowledge, I'm going to work on being
true.
a better person. It's not everybody who does that, because they know that if they're rude or if they're dumb, they can't just work their way through with the privilege that they've got.
yeah.
And I think a lot more people do that than the latter.
sure.
So yeah, I understand where she's coming from, and I don't think we should, because of that's the case, I don't think we should profile people and assume for them. I always give everyone a chance to
Benefit
then
of
prove
doubts,
themselves.
yeah.
So yeah, maybe that's a lesson I would take from that just because they're pretty doesn't mean But usually, they used to fall my hand, usually.
But to be honest, I think you know, the privilege is also has its perks, because I remember when my friend started his company, and he was looking for an assistant. Then there were two. You know, some girl was not so fine, and the other one came. You know, she was looking all pretty, all well dressed. Like, this one, dear, okay, now this one get money. Do you understand? But when I engaged the both of them, right, I realized that the one who wasn't even looking so pretty said to have done a bit more than the other girl. But because she was looking pretty and she had taken good care of herself, you just assume that she doesn't really need the money, or can I really pay her? Do you understand? Like, how much do I want to pay this one now? Do you understand? You're looking at all the things she has on, and you're already concluding for the young lady.
That's not
yeah,
nice.
no, but at the end of the day, you know, thanks, Hero, if I came through and I saved her, and then they both got the job.
That's a nice story.
So it's just, I think it has its own problems, but at the end of the day, I think people should just, you know, focus on what is up here than the physical appearance.
Yeah, and I think the real conversation for me in terms of beauty with women is the sexualization. I think now that is a real problem, that people are overly sexualized when they look attractive.
That's true.
And I think it's very unfair. I think it's very unnecessary. A lot of people also think that, I like what you said in the beginning, that they just treat you like that's all that you have to offer. And so it's harder to even want to like emphasize on anything else, like my brain, or even like work on gathering knowledge, because you people don't expect that that's what you are capable of doing. But I think stay true to yourself and not get carried away by people's validations and the noise and everything, and just do what you need to do. But in the way Seyi Shay wrote it, I don't know, she jumped from like serious to like unserious and serious. Like there's some parts that were like
She just gives off this.
she does give that, she does that vibe a lot. Very confusing. It's like, babe, are you making sense? Or you're not making sense?
Yeah, what exactly
is this
are you trying to
annoying
say?
or is this facts?
Should I
are you
go
like
with this,
being
or should I
silly,
throw it
or
out?
like
What message are you passing across?
Yeah, but it's obviously a promotion for the song, so we hear what she has to say when the song
we
comes
hear
out.
what she's saying in the music, and she has Yemi Alade on it, and are we looking forward to that?
I'm looking forward to it.
What?
I am.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? All right,
Yes.
so we're looking forward to Pempe by Seyi Shay. And speaking of music, let's just go for a quick music break and tea time. We'll be right back. Go nowhere.